Hello everybody, my name is Cheyennedingesss and welcome to our third episode of Tea Time Talks. Where every Tuesday you and I come together, we sit down, sip on something good, and we talk about those real everyday things that you and I are facing in our day-to-day lives, trying to achieve our most healthiest, happiest, most successful selves. So if that sounds like something that you want to listen in on when you're driving to work, working out, you're at home chilling, whatever the case might be, go ahead and go ahead and subscribe, and we will be here with you every Tuesday. So before we even get started, you already know the drill. What are you drinking? It's Tea Time Talks, okay? Go ahead and make yourself something right now. The drill is, it doesn't need to be fancy, okay? It just needs to make your heart happy. So go ahead and run to the kitchen right now if you haven't already, and go ahead and pick yourself something up, okay? Now, assuming that you already have something made, time to talk about it. So, today I am drinking a ginger turmeric tea, and it is so yummy. Here, let me show you the box. So, it's this guy right here. Ginger turmeric tea, it's a Simply Truth organic. I got it from Smith's, which is also known as like Kroger. I don't know why they're like called different things, but they sell the exact same products. But anyway, so I got this tea, and it is the like, sorry, there was just a motorcycle outside and it was super loud. Anyways, it's a super yummy tea. I like to add in lemon, and then I'll add in honey, and I'll just stir it on up. And it comes out to be so perfect. It's the perfect tea to just drink when you're just trying to chillax, you know, like laying back, just feeling good, you know what I mean? Hi. My cat wants to make an appearance. This is Minka, by the way, guys. But yeah, it's super duper good. I love the ginger turmeric tea. Hi, wanna say hi to everybody? Anyway, come here, handsome. So yeah, that is what I'm drinking today. Go ahead and comment down below what you are drinking. I always like to know, so please comment it down below, because you can always give me ideas. So now that we know what we're drinking, it's time to catch up. How are you doing? How have you been since last Tuesday, since we last talked? Okay, how did it go? Time to journal it. So go ahead and get a notebook out, go ahead and get a pen out. I want you to write out everything that is on your mind, okay? The usual deal. Everything that is on your mind, so we can declutter it, okay? Try to make this an everyday habit. It helps a lot, okay? To be completely honest with you, we went on break for Thanksgiving at my job, and so I kind of fell off with journaling for like about 2 days. And I just feel so like, you know, like, I don't know if that's like a clear way to explain it, but like, I just kind of feel like a little bit like on edge. And I think it's because I haven't journaled. So I'm trying to make sure that I do this too. So now that we've written that out, I want you guys to write out 5 things that you're looking forward to this week. Okay? 5 things that you're looking forward to. Are you going on a date? Are you hanging out with your friends? Are you going to the gym? Are you going to cook something that is like one of your favorite recipes? Write it down. So every week's gonna be a new thing of like 5 things to write out. I'm sure that you guys are starting to kind of see a pattern if you've been here since the very first episode. I say first episode like there's been so many. There's only been 3, but you get the drill. So I think I'm gonna call them like my fast 5. Comment down below if you think that's cool. Fast 5. We're gonna try that. Or if you think we should call it something different. It's always gonna be 5 things that I want you to write out after you do your full page. So we'll go with fast 5 for right now. It's making me think of like Fast and Furious. Okay, and before we get into today's video, I always like to make it very clear in every video that I am not a professional at anything that I am talking about. I am just simply a girl that is going through the same thing possibly that you're going through, and I am voicing my opinion, my perspective, my thoughts, okay? None of this is from a professional standpoint whatsoever, okay? So just want to make that known. I make that known in every single video, and now that we know that, let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so today we are talking relationships, okay? I'm super excited to talk about this one because I have been in my relationship for 7 years, okay? I'll go ahead and like insert a picture here. So I've been in a relationship with my man, Tyler, for 7 years now. We have been together since sophomore year of high school, and that means my rock. He's the love of my life. And these 7 years have been absolutely amazing, and we always get like questions asked like how do we keep our relationship so healthy and happy and exciting and energetic?
Ding ding ding.
And his name is John C.
You know, like just like how do you do that? And so that's why I'm really excited to make this into a video, because in today's age, like relationships just can be so tricky just because, you know, the cheating or the negativity, like saying all men aren't good or there's no more good men in this world, which is honestly, I hate hearing that because that's not true. It's literally like the complete opposite. That's why I'm really excited to talk about this, because a healthy, happy, lasting relationship is definitely possible and is still happening, and I am living proof that it's possible. And I just want to, you know, kind of just share like insights on how Tyler and I's relationship operate. Now, before I get into these things, this is just strictly, like I said, my opinion, my perspective, my thoughts. This is how we operate and what works best for us, but everybody's different. With that said, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so the first thing is trust. Okay, you probably already guessed it, but it's very, very, very important to make sure that you are trusting your partner. Okay, if you are constantly just thinking so-and-so is cheating on you or talking to another person or just going against you, and whether that be because of like insecurities of yours or lack of communication or previous like mess ups that your partner has had in the past, whatever the case might be, it needs to stop. It needs to be fixed. So whether that means that you go and seek like a relationship counselor, or you guys just talk through it, open up about what it is that's really just making you not trust your partner, whatever the case, it needs to be fixed. I think that's where trust and communication tie hand in hand. We need to communicate with each other so that we can trust each other. Okay, so the next one is staying flirty, okay? It's super important. It's super important. I feel like it's overlooked, especially for people that have been in a relationship for a long time. It's so important and necessary. Like, so for example, like anytime that Tyler comes home or vice versa, we show each other that we are excited to see each other, period. Okay. It's necessary. It's important. It's necessary. And I just feel like it's just something good to show your partner. Like, you're excited to see them. You've missed them. You know, like it's nice to feel appreciated. It's nice to feel wanted and missed. You know, it's a great feeling, you know? Like, would you rather come home and your partner is just like sitting down watching TV and they're just like, oh, hey. Or like you walk in and your partner like wants to get up and hug you. You know what I mean? Like that is kind of like the difference that I want you to see in it. So be excited to see them. Be flirty. Act like you are just like starting your relationship. Even if you've been in the relationship for 7 years like I've been, stay flirty, stay fresh, and stay excited. Hold hands, kiss each other, love each other when you're in public. Like, hold hands the entire time you're going places. Every time that we go anywhere, people probably think I'm so clingy, but like I'm literally just like I'm on him, whether it be like holding his hand, holding his arm, whatever the case might be. It's important. It's necessary. You're gonna hear me say that a lot because a lot of these things are very, very necessary, and I feel like they're just kind of like overlooked because I don't know why. Okay, this one is super, super important. And what I'm gonna say behind it, I feel is very, very common in a lot of people. So, learn each other's love languages. Is your partner more of like physical touch, or are they like acts of service, or are they words of affirmation, or do they like gifts? There's different love languages and everybody has a different one. It's important that once you know their love language, you're giving them what they need according to their love language. And what I mean by this is, if I'm somebody that, let's say like mine was gifts and Tyler's was quality time, like I was saying, okay? If I am giving him these gifts, because that's what mine is gifts. I like to receive gifts, and I'm giving him gifts because that's what I would want. That's not me giving him what he wants, if that makes sense. I feel like sometimes, like, I wanted to bring this example up because I feel like sometimes we can get caught up in our own love language, what we want, and then we give so-and-so what we would want. But in reality, they have a completely different love language. So now they're kind of lacking what they want, if that makes sense. It's important to know each other's love language and make sure that you're giving them what they need according to their love language and not according to what you would want. So, learning each other's love language, very, very important. Talk to them about it. That's where communication comes into place. Talking about what each other's love language is so that we can give each other what we need, what we want. We all have different wants, and that's okay. But it's important to make sure that we're communicating these wants instead of just like getting mad when they don't happen because we didn't communicate it. And that kind of ties me into the next one, is it's okay to tell your partner what you want. I feel like a lot of the time we get onto social media and we just see these posts like, oh, I just want a man that's just gonna give me flowers or give me clothes or whatever the case without me asking. And I get kind of conflicted with that because I'm just like, so you want this person to do these things without you asking. How are they supposed to know that you're wanting these things? You know what I mean? Like, if you're wanting these things, it's okay to tell your partner, like, hey, I want this. And it doesn't mean that, like, you know, they're not, like, showing that they care for you or that they aren't showing that they love you. It's just, guys just do not know these things sometimes. And we as, like, women just, like, have these, like, things that we want out of our men. And it's just like, okay, but how do you expect your man to give you these things if you're not telling him? I remember, like, in the beginning of me and Tyler's relationship, like, he told me, like, he did not take on to hints. I would try to, like, give him hints at things that I would want, and he did not catch any of them. Like, none of them. And we communicated about it, and he was just like, if, like, you know, basically told me if I want something, just tell him. Don't try to hint at it. Don't try to just, like, wait for it or whatever and, like, hope that it happens. Just tell me. I was like, okay, this makes sense. And so ever since then, like, you know, I have told him things that, like, you know, I want, and he's told me things that he wants, and it works. It works. People just get caught up in these, like, mindsets like, oh, they should do these things because they love me. I shouldn't have to ask for them. They just don't know, and that's okay. So, communicate what you're wanting. There's no shame in asking for whatever it is that you're wanting in the relationship. Just make sure that you're bringing it to your partner's attention. All right, you guys, well, that is it for today's episode of Tea Time Talks. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Go ahead and comment down below if you guys would like to hear a part 2, because there's no way that I could cover everything in a healthy, happy relationship in just one video. So if you want to hear more about it, go ahead and comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next Tuesday for our episode of Tea Time Talks.